I have a theory that therapists love to be asked questions about themselves because we spend so much time holding space for others, but that may just be me. So thank you for this question. I have always been someone who liked people. I think I would have always been described as like empathetic or helpful, and there's, a healthy dose of like eldest child syndrome and religious trauma in there, but I have always loved people. I worked in preschools, in high school, and in college. And my bachelor's degree was in human and family development. After I graduated with my bachelor's degree, I worked in a nonprofit for survivors of DV and SA, and I did help with like the crisis line and some of the services that we had at the office, but my main role was to provide education to middle and high school students throughout the state of Idaho. I gave presentations about like healthy relationships, about abuse, about dating violence, and I also had offices at some of the local high schools to provide on-site services for any students that might be dealing with DV or SA or anything like that. And I loved that job. I left that job when I had my first son, and I stayed home for about 6 months before deciding that I couldn't do that anymore. And I went back to school. I did my master's program online through Capella University, and I did their Master's of Marriage and Family Therapy degree. And it turned out that it was a good thing that I did it online because COVID happened in the middle of that. So I was at grad school all through COVID. I had my second baby somewhere in there, and I did my internship that final year at a nonprofit, but it was set up very much like a private practice. So just working with individuals and couples at a very, very reduced rate. That was a huge wake-up call to realizing that I don't have all the answers and I don't have all the solutions as a therapist, and like really getting to learn what the role of a therapist is, because a lot of the things that these people were facing were systemic, were things that like, yeah, of course they're going to stress you out. Like, I can't fix this for you, but I can provide support. And so I'm really grateful for that experience. And then when I graduated, I have pretty much been in private practice ever since. I love working with all types of people. I have tried to niche down a couple different times, but just found that I like the variety, and my niche is more of just my approach to therapy rather than the clients that I see. So I'm fully licensed now. I work full-time as a therapist. This is my full-time gig. I see about 25 to 27 clients a week. Last week I saw 29. That was a bit much. And I love this work. I love being a therapist. It's really, really hard at times, but I'm really grateful that this is the path I went down.